It's on the 21st of June. They celebrate people like the Métis, Inuit, and First Nations. They have unique heritage and diverse of cultures, and it's also the first day of summer.
This day is a time to appreciate the First Nations for what they've done for Canada, like teach us about nature.
I think National Indigenous Day is a way to represent the Indigenous people and how hard their lives have been.
I know that it started on June 13th, 1996, and that's when the people of Canada started celebrating National Indigenous Day.
It's a very important day to me because, I'm Métis, and it's just not. It wasn't right to put everyone in those residential schools. It wasn't the right thing, and most Indigenous people were taken away, and it wasn't a good thing.
A good thing because what happened in the past to the Indigenous people. So I think that means that they're still there and we can still appreciate what their culture is for.
National Peoples Day, to me, it means a day that I can stop and remember my indigenous ancestors. Indigenous kids who didn't make it through the residential schools, and I feel bad of what we did to them back then.
They were here before us all, and they're also my ancestors.
This day is important to us because it reminds us that residential schools are bad. Like the 215 kids who passed away, we're learning that's not ever going to happen again.
I stand by this day because it's really respectful for them, and just remember every child matters.
How do you celebrate National Indigenous Peoples Day?
On Indigenous People Day, we are celebrating their culture by learning about their culture and doing lots of cool activities.
On this day, an elder told us Blackfoot stories. We got to see Blackfoot drumming and dancing.
On National Indigenous People Day, we sampled traditional berry soup, bannock, and fry bread.
On National Indigenous Day, we made books.
We made Blackfoot gift feathers.
We made Blackfoot story robes.
On National Indigenous Day, we made spirit rocks.
On National Indigenous Peoples Day, we read books about their cultures.
This is the day I share my culture. This is the drink I made.
This is the button blanket we made. The Indigenous people made these.
We got to do a smudging ceremony on this day.
We made Inuit igloos.
For National Indigenous Peoples Day, we did activities that relate to their culture.
We celebrate this day by making Blackfoot bowling game.
My name is Nathan. I'm in grade 1, and I learned about the First Nations medicine wheel.
I remember going to the gym for Mr. P's naming ceremony, and he got the name Eagle Bear. On National Indigenous Peoples Day, we build dream catchers.
I'd wear an orange shirt, and we would usually all pray for the Indigenous peoples.
Actually, but I would do something in respect for them.
If COVID wasn't around and there was a powwow, maybe I'd probably go to that.
Me and my dad, and most of the time my brother joins us.
listen to like Indigenous music. Why is it important to celebrate the contributions of Indigenous people?
Because they've gone through a lot of things that most people wouldn't even think of. It was really hard for them. They've gone through so much, and it's just important to recognize how much they've gone through.
They make Canada a better place because, like in the past, they help give the settlers stuff to live, and they also just make Canada a better place, anyways.
We need to respect the first people that lived on the land and protected it.